The criminal investigation into former President Trump and his business may be falling apart. Today, two top prosecutors on the case resigned from the Manhattan District Attorney's Office. They were the ones leading the investigation that started back in 2019. So far, their work has led to fraud charges against the Trump Organization and its chief financial officer, Allen Weisselberg. Lawyers for the Trump Organization and for Weisselberg have both denied the allegations. And former President Trump has repeatedly called the probe a political witch hunt. The departures of the prosecutors today described as abrupt. And the New York Times reports it suggests the new district attorney has serious doubts about the case. NBC's investigative correspondent Tom Winter tracking this from New York.
Shep, good evening. As you said, these resignations today kind of came out of nowhere, and they involved two people who were spearheading the ongoing criminal investigation by the Manhattan District Attorney's Office into the former President Donald Trump, as well as his business, the Trump Organization. For Carrie Dunn and Mark Pomerantz, two seasoned prosecutors, it was a bit of a surprise today, as this investigation has now been going on for several years. Dunn led this case through a number of important battles, including two Supreme Court fights for the former president's tax returns and tax documents, two battles that he won. And he was the lead prosecutor bringing charges last summer against now former Trump CFO Allen Weisselberg, as well as the Trump Organization. He spoke in court about the alleged crimes that they committed. Mark Pomerantz, somebody who's a former prosecutor who had experience with complex white-collar and financial crimes cases, he was brought in, and according to our reporting, and conducted a number of the interviews involving some of the people who've been brought in the course of this investigation. A spokesperson for Bragg's office says that this case will continue, that they thanked both prosecutors for their service, but it's an investigation that has gone increasingly quiet over the last several months. That would be expected with a new DA, Bragg taking over shortly around the new year, I should say. But over the last month, we have heard of no witnesses being brought before the grand jury or any additional requests for documents. How things proceed from here and whether anybody else will be charged is a bit of unknown right now, Shep.